What's going on, guys? I'm getting a lot of contacts in the messages and all this stuff about how am I actually beating the PDT rule and locking these profits in with adding a leg, adding a spread to these options plays. I just want to cover that real quick and how we're doing this. Okay, how am I actually beating the PDT rule and locking in this profits without using any of these day trades? My counter isn't reset yet, obviously, from last week's debacle. I'm writing all of my trades down right now. My day trade on paper. I have no day trades left for the week. I took some Netflix, MU, Tesla this past week on Tuesday, Wednesday, so I don't have any day trades left, but the counter hasn't reset until next week anyway, and it'll catch back up with itself. Tastyworks said. So let's get into it. End of the day up 767, and let's go over how, why. So on the trade tab, I only use the table to trade. Tastyworks has a really cool, curve activator and all this other stuff. I like the basic table. It's very easy for me to follow, especially for this system. Now, take a look at my Netflix trade, okay? I want you to look at this real close here. The puts that I had purchased. Now, it's all about entry. Before I go too far into this. Entry, okay? Like that is everything. It has everything to do with being able to lock in a spread. So what we are doing is we are starting with a put, okay? I am purchasing a single put for the day because I think Netflix is going that way. So I purchased a 260 put on Netflix, right? So that was just one buy-in. I purchased the put, and this is how you beat the PDT rules with the spread. So when I purchased the fill, it was at $3.30. So one contract being $330 for one put. And if it goes down to the 260, you get in the money and it keeps dropping. Well, fantastic. Your put's worth way more than your initial $3.30 purchase, right? To be up to 4, 5, 6 maybe. Well, however much you're making. Now to lock in my profits, I need to sell, which I'm adding a leg. Now look at my entry here. I purchased the 260 put to go down to 260. So as it's dropping, I'm making money. To cover it, I need to sell, which is adding a leg. We are creating a spread from our single initial purchase. We're creating a spread, right? We're adding a leg. I am selling the puts behind it, the 257.50. So I purchased the 260s, 2 of them, and I have sold 257.50s. And now I had a couple different fills on that today, but you'll get the basis of it because when I purchased the Netflix to go down, they're $3.30. When I covered, aka covered, when I sold the puts behind it, I have gotten fills for 360 and 365, thus beating out the initial price that I had purchased in for. That's the important thing. You're profit locking, because when you create a spread like that, and if you go to my positions, you can look here at the Netflix. Now my 260 put was worth way more, near 260, right? So if you look at the chart real quick, Netflix, and okay, I shorted the big short up here, let it chop around, and it dumped out. I got one put, I purchased one 260 put, of course not going to cost you day trade, and then it came back up, and I'm like, it'll probably double top, if not fail under the 200 here and come back down. So I purchased another one, so ending me with 260 puts. Well, as this thing came down, and then it just tore all the way down. Now I was huge in the money, right? I was up a whole bunch. Well, not a crap ton, but enough. I was in the money. Now the spread differences where everything came into play was now I could sell off that 257.50 to lock in the profits, because when it rebounds, a put sell, when you sell a put, that's a long play, right? So we're making money on the 260 put going down, and then we sell a Netflix put above it, right above it, at 257.50 to create a long leg, like a long play. So if it does retrace on us, we lock in profits. And you can see right here, as the put became worth less and less, because now it's only worth $124 on my 2 puts that I had purchased way up near the top of Netflix today. I had sold the 257.50s to add a leg for a long play in case it retrace. So those are worth $96. So as my puts become, the 260 puts that I had purchased become worth less and it retraces, well, the puts I sold for 257.50 as an added leg become worth more, thus locking my profits in together. So when one goes up, one will go up, the one goes down, it goes down. Now you can just let these expire. And the coolest thing about crediting your account with even more money at the end of this spread, the spread is instant. So when the second I covered this leg, right, I sold this put at 257.50, I created a spread, thus giving me my buying power back. So instantly, without waiting for a T+1, 2, or 3, or waiting for any money to settle on these options, the spread was covered, and the system knew I was guaranteed the money in the spread. It credited my account right back to what it was before plus some. So I went from, having, a couple $100, buying power was down for, $600+ whatever the purchased puts were contrast set me back. When I added that sell leg in, it gave me all my P&L back, or not my P&L, my buying power back, to make more moves throughout the day. So I could open up spreads all day long. And the cool thing about these sells now, if you just leave it sit, right, and Netflix goes back above 257.50. So if we're looking at Netflix, is way back above 257.50. If I'm going to let it expire today as a spread, I just leave this position on, right? I just let it go to expiration. It takes care of itself. I get the premium that I had sold these puts for. So if I go into my activity, like the Netflix sells, when I got the fill on the 265 sells here, I'm going to get that premium back for the sell for a credit. So because we want our sells to expire worthless, that's how we make the money. So if it does actually retrace all the way back, and at the end of the day expires tomorrow, and I don't touch this at all, and it could bounce around, I'll get some money back if it's above the 257.50. Well, depending, now your P&L can fluctuate, but the main focus is beating the spread. So if I purchase 5 Apple puts like I did here, I purchased them for $1.79 here. That was my debit spread. I purchased them straight out single purchase puts. Okay. I wanted it to go down to 160. Yeah, I purchased 5 160 puts on it, and then I put a cover out for 157.50. Now we're going to look at the trade tab for Apple. We're going to go to the table quick, and you can see where my put is. I had purchased for $1.79 at the time, and then I set out a limit sell for the 157.50. So hopefully it kept dropping, because then the 157.50 would be worth more and more and more. And I put it a limit sell for once it gets close to the 179 or above, I want it to execute, because we keep that capital, we lock that spread in. And now you're adding a leg. It's not adding a PDT. It's not adding a trade. You're not losing anything from your trades. You're just creating a spread. And again, you can close the spread out tomorrow if you highlight both of these and you just want to close out as a spread tomorrow and lock in, put in a premium number, which you're happy with on the spread, great. If not, don't let it expire. If it goes back up and you can collect some more premium from the sold puts and let them expire, they'll cancel each other out and you'll get the premium from the put you sold back into the account. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you need any help down in the comments section. I will try to answer best of my ability, and we'll go from there. So you guys have a good day.